How's it going? Welcome back to Daily Endeavours for Thursday, the 28th of August. I'm Jackson. As always, you know how it is. Time codes are in the description if you want to skip stuff. This set, it's looking pretty good. Items to merchants, blacksmithing table, this stuff is pretty good. Storm Atronachs is good. Duels is good. Cycle Boss isn't too bad either. Honestly, everything here is good. Everything's base game. Yeah, no dramas. For up to me, I'd do these two and then... just depends. If you can find someone to do a duel with easily, I'd probably go that one. Or Storm Atronachs. I would skip this one, even though it's not too bad. Like, it probably takes 10 or 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Yeah, these ones here will just be quicker anyway. But yeah, definitely do these two. So, what I suggest is go to Imperial City. You're going to need to be level 10 here. I'll show you a below level 10 alternative in a minute, if you need that. But I assume majority of people are at least level 10. So queue for Imperial City. Either one, doesn't matter. You're not going to be fighting anything. You're just going to be entering to use the safe zone. So we'll just port in. Okay, so first things first, we want to look around. There'll be a achievement and home goods furnisher. So Maledic right here, for example, we'll just talk to them. Now, this is a merchant. It doesn't really matter which merchant you talk to, just as long as someone has a store that you can open up. So go to sell. Now find something that you the item that you have the most of. It can even be one, it'll just be slower. So sell this item, and that will complete the merchant's one. But go to buyback tab now. Buy your item back. In this case, we've got the lockpicks. That doesn't cost anything extra. So you sell your items, you buy them back, you don't lose any gold, you don't make any gold, but it just means that you can easily do the selling to merchants on without losing anything. You can just do it whenever. So yeah, suggest doing that first. Now we want to look at doing our blacksmithing deconstruction. This is kind of why I'm in Imperial City. So these weapon racks here, as soon as you get in, they have all sorts of blacksmithing weapons. So you can see 3 on the weapon rack here. Go to this one, there's some bows, but behind here there's actually some swords. Whoops, actually, barrel. We don't want the staves, we do want the dagger though, because that's a blacksmithing item. Now, it depends a little bit now on the safe zone, because each alliance has like a different safe zone. For example, Daggerfalls is over here, Hearts is up here. But even though the layouts are slightly different, they are basically the same. They will have random bits of loot that you can pick up. Basically, these are containers, just like you saw the other day. You can do the same thing with this. So yeah, just look for anything that is like of a metallic origin. So battle axes, swords, heavy armor too. I'm pretty sure, yeah, there's some heavy armor on the table here. So cuirasses work too. Yeah, anything heavy armor related. Now, as soon as you find 10 items, you just go to the blacksmithing station. All of the Imperial City safe zones have a blacksmithing station somewhere. You just got to know where to look. They'll be in the room which has this like leather tanning icon. So just look for that. So go deconstruct, get our items here that we looted, and yeah, just do that. So you only need 8. It's very short, a very small amount of stuff. You'll usually be able to find 8 items just from the first room with the weapon racks. And once you're done, just go here to the into this tunnel with the door that says exit. You just hit this, and this will take you back out to where you came in from. Alright, so for the below level 10 option, I do suggest coming to Vocal Guard. You start with this way shrine by default, so you can travel here whenever you're ready. This merchant here can be used to sell your items, but there's like all these other merchants here. Sorry, like Drinlin over here is a clothier. He has you can sell stuff to him, Blacksmith. All these people here have a buyback tab. I would say the closest one to the actual way shrine would be over here, but you want to come over this way anyway because of Bright Steel Armory. So we want Bright Steel Armory because this is a good alternative to the Imperial City weapon racks. You have basically the same thing in here, so you've got tons of metallic weapons on here that you can loot. Now, unfortunately, the difference here, the reason I don't suggest this the most, is because everything's stolen. So if you take one of these with these people watching, you'll get a bounty, and that's a problem if you just want to do stuff in the city, because the guards will kick the shit. Now, because when you deconstruct the items, you get the iron ore, it's not stolen at that point. It's basically like laundering, another way of laundering stuff. It doesn't matter too much. but they can get in the way before you actually start deconstructing. So something that can help, either just make sure you stealth in the corner, preferably like have a wall in the way, but just, yeah, keep an eye on these people here, and just make sure you steal the stuff like this, and that way you'll prevent yourself from getting a bounty. Or, if you have a Nightblade or just the Shadow skill line through subclassing, Shadow Cloak morph to Shadowy Disguise. If you use this skill, even outside of stealth, if you take an item, you don't leave stealth. Now, I think I've noticed that with Shadow Cloak, even though it does also make you invisible, you get pulled out of Cloak in that version, but not the morphed version as far as I'm aware. So you can also use this literally to steal shit right from under people's noses. So in that case, you can use that for like a really easy way to steal a bunch of stuff. Go to the blacksmithing station again, and just do the same thing. Look over here, and then we'll just deconstruct those. And that one too. And yeah, just to show you, the Voidstone ingot is not stolen. So yeah, that's it's basically a way to launder it. And yeah, I've got a bit of seaweed by accident. And yeah, just go over here if you want, just pay your bounty, and then just to prove it, they don't steal the Voidstone ingot isn't stolen. So okay, as for duels, whenever you go up to players, if you look at their character, you'll see a button that says hold to interact. Hold this, top left, that's where you invite to duel. Now, what you need to understand about duels is, it says forfeiting duels do not count. The only way to forfeit a duel is when the duel starts, you'll see a flag get dropped where you start the duel. If you run too far away from that flag, that forfeits the duel. It still counts for the other player, but it doesn't count for you. So you just want to make sure you're aware of that. Either you die, or they have to leave, as long as they understand that that won't work for them. So those are the ways. Now you can... I guess one other thing, I suppose, is if you're a stage 4 vampire and your health isn't maximum, or if your health isn't full, you can't duel people. You have to actually get max health. I have had that happen. What you can do, if you want to make it as quick as possible, you can use abilities that take away health. As soon as you start the duel, you get healed to max, but as soon as that happens, you can start spamming like a skill that costs health. If you just want to die straight away and make the duel as quick as possible, that is something you can do. But yeah, just stand still. It takes like 10 seconds usually for someone to kill you. Less if they have a proper PvP build. If you want the best place to chillax and like wait for a duel, around the Wayshrine in Auridon Vocal Guard is probably one of the best places. I find here, if I just sit here, even when it's not the dueling endeavor, I find people just rock up and ask me for a duel. Same thing, I think, with places like... Personal experience, Belkarth is also another option around this Wayshrine. People seem to like to ask for duels. The other place is Stormhaven at the Wayshrine here. I found that these places work well for like looking for a duel. But yeah, you can't really go wrong with Auridon, and you can't really go wrong with just like walking up to someone and asking for a duel. But just understand, some people will decline it. Some people have it set to auto decline. It's just dependent on people. Like, some people don't like to duel, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Just don't have a go at them for that. Just don't like it. Besides, Storm Atronachs is just easy anyway. Okay, Storm Atronach time. So this here is a Storm Atronach. So this is Spellscar. This is, I think, one of the best places to find Storm Atronachs. This northern section here has about, I'd say, 12 of them. You're going to find that they are usually dead though, because everybody else is going to have the same idea. The good idea with this is just, when you see one, just give it a tap. Don't absolutely obliterate them, just so other people can get the chance to partake in the endeavor. Because you don't actually have to kill them, okay? You just have to hit them a couple of times. I think 3% of the total damage done is all you need. This place, if you haven't been to Craglorn, it's a bit of a pain getting here naturally. You can either just have someone travel to either of these wayshrines here, Mountain Overlook or Spellscar, and travel to them. That can unlock it pretty easily. If you don't want to rely on other people though, you can use Hackfield's High Hall or L&M Private Arena through home tours. So just go here, browse homes, go to, for example, L&M Private Arena, just look that up. You'll see these here. All you do is travel to one of these houses. Once you get inside, just go through the front door. It'll take you to Craglorn. And then that way, you just go over to these wayshrines here, and then you've got easy access to Spellscar from that point. The other good location in base game, well, okay. I much prefer Spellscar because the ones here in Willow Grove, in Reaper's March, they are much weaker, so people kill them much faster. It's an issue because if you see one spawn and you're too far away, someone else like obliterates the thing, you don't get any participation, that's it. It's just, yeah, it's kind of annoying. So yeah, I prefer Spellscar, but if Spellscar is way too busy, you can also try and use Willowgrove here. Quickest way here, just like with Spellscar, you want home tours. Serenity Falls Estate. Just look for one of these in Browse Homes, you might be able to use that as well. Okay, option number 3 for Storm Atronachs, my preferred one, is using the Summerset DLC, going to Sunhold, the public dungeon on the southern side of the map. The quickest way here, as far as I'm aware, is just use the Shimmerine Starting Way Shrine, and just travelling down and just going through the road. I don't know of a closer house than that. Now, actually getting access to the Storm Atronachs, you'll have to go over this side here. That's where they spawn. Most of this here is just Malma, Sea Elves. So there's 2 entrances. You can actually go through here. That might actually be a pretty decent way to get through, but basically, regardless of which way you go, there's going to be a lot of Sea Elves in your way. Whether you choose to fight them or just ignore them is up to you. Yeah, you can hear them in the distance there. So yeah, you've got this group here. Start combat with them. I believe some of the mages also spawn them, just as like a minion type enemy. When you get to the bridge here, there'll also be 2 Storm Atronachs here, so you can use them to fight as well. They're quite tanky though. Got the Sky Shard while we're here. We come down here once I finally jump off. Oh, looks like someone's cleared this area. Never mind. Oh yeah, I thought so. So yeah, Storm Atronach there. Some Storm Atronachs. Yeah. Just look around this place, you'll find heaps of them. The group event over here, this is where you get your skill point. This fight also spawns a shit ton of them. So yeah, I'll just get the skill point while we're here. And now a bunch of Storm Atronachs should start spawning. Maybe after these guys. Yeah, here they come. But yeah, you can see 3 there. Here he comes. This is a regular sword board guy. Goes up in the air and then he comes back down. And yeah, just go back to the combat with him. And there we are. Yeah, there we go. Gain a skill point. Okay, so that'll do for today's endeavours, I think. You know, 2 cycle bosses, I really don't think there's any reason to be doing this one when these ones here are just so easy to sort out. Alright, yeah. If you'd rather the worst one, just let me know, but yeah, I just don't think it's worth bothering with. Anyway, thanks everyone for watching. If you have any questions, just give me a holler as always. Take care for now. I'll see everyone next time.